Hello. So, I was gonna do a live video and then I chickened out because life is unpredictable and crazy, and I didn't think I could get through a whole video uninterrupted. I'm doing this because I kind of feel like I need to be a little authentic and real, and maybe somebody needs a dose of reality. I had something kind of exciting and kind of horrifying all at the same time happen on Wednesday. My sweet, amazing husband decided to, out of the blue, like no talking about it at all, surprise me with, hold on, this. So, I didn't post anything on social media, and it's hitting me why I didn't, and so now I am, because, so I didn't handle the surprise very well, I always thought, like, if, my husband got me, like, this amazing car, I'd just be, like, jumping up and down and being completely retarded and, like, ah, it's so exciting! But I wasn't. I sat there kind of like, at first thinking, oh, maybe it's a rental. Maybe he's, like, having me test drive, like, a brand new Suburban, because we have a Suburban, but it's kind of poopy and falling apart and rusted and needs repairs, and we've had it for a while, and we bought it used anyways. I didn't handle it well. All I could think about was, oh, it's so expensive and we can't afford it. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? How are we going to make the payments? What is he thinking? Is he insane? And of course that was hurtful. I mean, Christmas morning, your kids open their presents and they're like, oh, you got me this PlayStation instead of this one, and Johnny has this one, and you kind of get that sting, like you're very unappreciative. I wasn't unappreciative. That's not what it was. It was that as a mom, my first instinct is to take care of everybody, and I mean everybody. Like, you don't even have to be biologically mine. If you want a mom, like, just call me, I'll adopt you. So I just kept thinking, like, we've been trying to buy a house, find a house in our price range for over a year now. I have an amazing real estate agent who just so happens to also be my best friend since 9th or 10th grade. So sorry, sidetracked, lost my train of thought. I can hear kids, sounds like they're breaking things inside the house. Okay, so back to my original purpose. So the reason why I didn't post it on social media is I realized there was going to be two ways that people responded. One was going to be like the fakey, like, oh, so happy for you, you deserve this, and they're probably not actually thinking that. They're probably thinking, like, man, you suck, like, I wish my husband did that, or like, I deserve that, and why does she get that and I don't, or also feeling like, like, we're not allowed to share really amazing stuff unless it's within, like, the specific scope, or you're, like, rubbing it in someone's face and bragging, and that also feels yucky too. I only told a handful of people because part of me was embarrassed, and I realized the reason why I was embarrassed is because I felt like I wasn't worthy. Like, I didn't deserve it, and I especially didn't deserve it because it was so expensive and so brand new. I mean, this thing is bells and whistles, people. Bells and flipping whistles. Everything, like, I'm surprised this thing doesn't drive itself. I mean, it's super pretty. So it has, like, all the bells and whistles, and I felt like, gosh, like, I don't want to, like, put this on social media. People would be like, oh, why does she have that? And I felt like, yeah, why do I have that? Like, I don't deserve that. I didn't earn that. Like, how sucky is that? We can't even share our joys with each other on social media because we know, like, we're going to get some backlash from people. And the fact that those people are still on our friends list is kind of crazy to me. maybe we should just call it acquaintance list, or look at how high my friends number is list, because if you can't share your joys with people, and even going farther, if you can't share that you're just having a super crappy day, so you drove to McDonald's and ate like 3 cheeseburgers while crying in the parking lot in your car because you were too embarrassed to go into the lobby because somebody that expects you to eat super healthy because maybe you still got some baby weight from your baby 3 years ago left on you, and they have the expectation that you should be eating healthy, and you have that on yourself too because, again, social media. These expectations that we have on ourselves, the expectations that we have on each other, they're crippling. They're crippling us. They're keeping us from having loving, lasting relationships. They're having this effect to where we can't be real. We're becoming less and less real. And I just want to be real. And I also want to say that even though I have this completely gorgeous, amazing, holy moly, pretty car. And let's just have the comparison here. So here's the new, and here's Old Faithful. This thing is dented, chipped, well loved. I'm sure there's some dried up French fries. My tires are going bald because I haven't been able to afford to get new tires. Versus, ooh, pretty, shiny. But the reality here too is that my husband and I set out a while ago to have these goals. Try and stay as debt-free as possible and wait as much as possible. I mean, until you just couldn't possibly wait any longer to try and get big purchases and stuff like that. So after we discussed it, we decided that the best thing for our family would be to take it back. To just swallow our pride and take it back and go forward with looking for a house. So obviously that's not what the fun side of me wants to do, and it's not because I'm not worth it. It's because we're gonna wait a little longer. We're gonna wait until we find that house and till it's not so far out of our means. I mean, my husband can make the payments. It's just maybe taking off that big of a chunk of debt isn't the best choice for us right now. And I just didn't think it was fair that he did this amazing, romantic, sweet, caring thing. He wanted me to drive a nice vehicle, a safe vehicle. Most moms know, like, you usually get the kind of beat up car, I mean, we sacrifice of ourselves because it feels good and we care for our family, and as long as it's safe, we don't care, and he was just trying to put me in the safest and nicest thing, and he spared no expense because he really felt like I was worth it. And it's really made me step back and realize we're all worth that. At the end of the day, it had absolutely nothing to do with money to him. It had to do with showing me that I was worth debt, that I was worth payments and side jobs to make those payments. And I have to say that in itself is super incredible to have that. And even though we're taking it back, like, that sentiment is amazing. And every time I get into my crappy Suburban, I'm gonna think, but he thinks I'm worth that super decked out crazy one. So that's why I didn't do a live, because my phone rang in the middle of ending my video. So fast forward like an hour and we're on our way back to the dealership to take it back. Also, kind of shout out to the dealership, Luxury Motors in Portland, because they are letting us bring it back. We didn't put a lot of miles on it or anything when we had it, but still, like, they are not required to do that at all. So it's a huge blessing and amazing that they're doing that. What I was saying before is how I think it's incredible that my husband thinks that I'm worth all the bells and whistles. Like, had double DVDs and like heated leather seats and automatic flipping seats and like wood grain fun stuff and tow package and moonroof, and yeah, you'd need like a whole nother video just for all the pretties. And when you start it up, it goes which is fun. Anyways, my point of this whole thing, and I don't know why I keep touching my face. I wanted to just publicly say that my husband stepped out and did something really incredible for me, and I just want everybody to know. If you're gonna be mad or whatever, that's fine. If you're in my life, you know that my marriage isn't perfect, my family isn't perfect. It's crazy and messy, and that's how I like it. I organize the chaos as much as possible, but I love the chaos, and it brings me to my knees and to the brink of insanity every single day. And then every night I lay in bed and I go over everything that I want to do different and start again the next day. Can you guys say hi?
Hi.
There's 3 of my 8. But anyways, I just wanted to share and be real and toot on my husband that he did something incredible, and that we learned through this experience. And I learned through my not wanting to post on social media about myself and about others, and seriously questioning whether or not I want to stay with social media. If it weren't for wanting to help people deliver their babies healthy, I don't know if I'd have social media right now. I think I could keep track of my family and friends just fine, the old-fashioned way. But anyways, yeah, I think I got everything that I wanted to say out. Your worth has many facets. Just make sure that one of those facets is the reflection of your true self, the self that probably only God gets to see. And if you're lucky enough to already know who you are and embrace that beauty that is you, then you're golden, and you should make more posts, because I'm kind of tired of seeing all the bad news. That's it. Sorry for such a long video. If you hung on this long, I should probably take you to Red Leaf and buy you coffee or something. And the chaos arises. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.